Second news issue, and then we're going to dive into the years beginning before 9/11, right up to the time you left the agency and to the present. But I have to ask you about Mrs. Clinton's server. The former Secretary of State, of course, maintained the homebrew server. Mike Morrell on this show confirmed when I said had to have been breached in real time by hostiles, and he said, yep. And then former Secretary of Defense Gates told me he thought there was a high probability that the Russians and others had breached that security. What do you think, Director Hayden?
Let me just give you the straight from the heart answer. I would lose respect. I would lose all respect for scores of intelligence services around the world if they did not have all the access they wanted to that server
in real time.
Now, even a server like that in the private sector isn't that easy to target. You have to work against it. But let me turn that on its head just a little bit, you. If I were still at NSA and someone came to me and said, we just discovered that the Russian foreign ministry has a private server. Now it's just unclassified email on it, but we think we can get into it. Believe me, we'd have been after that in a heartbeat.
Now, given
a bunch of others have done the same.
Given what we now know has been classified to have been on that, including a sensitive compartment of information SAP programs, are you appalled?
I'm more disappointed than appalled, and here's how I explain it publicly and to myself. Once you set it up this way, it's like that old TV show. This is Breaking Bad. You don't have to be stupid, immoral, illegal, or lazy for this to end up in a very unhappy place. Once you set the system up for the Secretary of State's official emails to end up in a private server, I just can't imagine why or how that was permitted to take place.
If you had a deputy, either at NSA or at CIA, Deputy Director of CIA, Deputy Director of NSA, who had a homebrew server like this, would you have had them fired and disciplined?
Yeah, it was, well, first of all, none of my deputies would have ever done this. And let me just turn that on its head, too. Let's say that I'm the sinner here, and I had two deputies, Bill Black at NSA and Steve Kappas over at CIA. You would not have let me do this. They would have walked in and said, Mike, I love you like a brother. This isn't going to happen. And it's really unfortunate that didn't happen at State Department.
Now, I don't know if you've declared in the presidential race. Have you yet, General Hayden?
I was an announced advisor to Governor Bush, and now I guess I would be what is called in sports terms a free agent.
A free agent. So you have not yet signed with a new team.
I have not.
Okay, and among those choices that are out there, are all of them fluent to the extent that you want them to be in matters of intelligence gathering?
Oh my, no. And in fact, one of the disappointments in the campaign, maybe a little more on the Republican side just because of the dynamics, you and I know you've witnessed this, than on the Democratic side, but it's not great on either side of the ball. The discussions here of complex issues, again, back to the theme of the book, this is all hard, this is all shades of gray. When it's pushed down to the level of bumper stickers, that is something that's not in the service of the American state or of American security. And we really have pushed this down to bumper stickers in most cases.
Hi, this is Hugh Hewitt. Thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel. Click right here to watch previous ones that you may not have seen, and click right here to subscribe to get all of them. And this is what you really need to do, is click right here to subscribe. Thanks for coming by. Don't miss a minute of any of the Hugh Hewitt YouTubes.